and the way that the camera looks, as well as the candy collection mechanic of having to knock on doors, was really awesome, and I want to do that. Though it was a single-player puzzle game, I thought a lot of how to include this in Long Forgotten Gem into a competitive capacity. So the player experience, I'm looking to do a split-screen shared arena where players are encouraged to run around and collect as many points in the form of candy as possible, while accumulating items to use to their advantage to gain the upper edge, in the form of power-ups or traps. More experienced players will have a better understanding of spawns, map layout, as well as high-traffic areas. So I'm making this for the PC. It's going to be using Unity 2022.3 LTS, and then the genre is a top-down casual competitive multiplayer party game. The target audience, the intent is to make a game that is easy to grasp and jump into for casual players that are looking to win over their friends in a low-stakes, lighthearted party game, while also offering outplay potential for those who are more experienced. And the content, this is where we'll get into the theme of everything, but the player will control a trick-or-treater moving around an arena to collect as much candy as they can before the timer is up or the game is stopped. And I actually want to put that in before the game is stopped. Players will be able to acquire items to use for themselves or against other players. Now, here's where the theme comes in. So when I think of found footage, I actually think in my head immediately a VHS tape that was once missing has now been located and is now being witnessed. That's what I think of. That's my interpretation. The game setting, I'm not leaning too heavily into the found as I am the footage part of it, because the footage tells me VHS, which tells me like remote controller, and I want to lean into that. The setting for the game is a movie that the kids are watching after returning home from a night of candy pilfering around the neighborhood. Within the context of this competitive candy collecting game, this adds context to a game timer, but also we can have a play mechanic, a fast forward mechanic, a rewind and stop mechanic as items that the players can use to their advantage. The center of and maybe even a pause. Oh, pause would be really cool. Oh, pause would be really cool. Oh, we're going to do that. I didn't even think of pause. I'm going to have to add that. Let me just like, hold on. Just wait. Just give me, oh yes, so good. We're going to put that in here. Pause. When activated, this will pause the game. Damn, I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be good. I don't have any picture for that, but it's just gonna be a person standing still. I got nothing. I got nothing else. So my interpretation is like using a VHS, like stop, forward, rewind, pause mechanics. So the idea for that, how I want to show that, is the center of the player HUD will actually show a remote controller that will show what footage item has been played, like what VHS item. So if a player has used the fast forward item or the rewind item or the pause item, then that will be prevalent in the middle of the UI. The center horizontal bar of the HUD will be a track timer, as typically seen in most video players. So if I actually go to, if I go to a video player, it's going to be one of these. Like this will be the timer in the middle. But it'll look a little bit more VHS-y, I guess. I don't know how much to do that. There were optional modifiers, like as mentioned before. There's the mysterious goo, there is strange devices, and there is rat hole. Those are the optional modifiers that we can include. And when I immediately think of these, I think mysterious goo is a green Icarus substance one is to be fearful of. When I think of strange devices, I think a complex contraption whose functions are unknown, profound, and or mysterious. And for the last one, rat hole, I think actually a deep and dark pathway to the unknown. And that's just what I think. So within the context of this game, these will be, I think, items and interactions for the player. The mysterious goo will actually just be like an area of denial effect. I'll just have that down. It'll slow players. Players can drop it and it'll stay there and linger for an amount of time. The strange device I actually want to include as a major mechanic. So the strange device are both items and interactables. So in this level, the players use the remote controller effects. They go out and they get items, and then they need to bring that item back to the strange device in order to activate the remote control effects. So if you want to fast forward, if you want to rewind, if you want to pause, and if you want to stop, you have to have gotten the item first, and then you need to bring it back to the strange device, an actual monument in the level, and activate it there. However, there are also a bunch of other items that are more minor. They're like the strange, the mysterious goo. The last one is the rat hole, which is a hidden trap that is placed down by a player to a different location, acting as a portal. So it's a hidden thing. Once a player steps on it, they get teleported. It's a one-way portal, is how I think it was suggested to me by someone else in the chat earlier. Some basic mechanics: trick or treat. You go up to a house, you knock on the door. If the light is on, then you're gonna get a treat or a trap to put down. Items, they are going to go into your HUD. You will then have a score next to that, but your item can then be used. You could also drop the item. I need to put an input for that because I forgot that was a thing. I forgot. Strange device. If the player interacts with the strange device, a grandiose structure included in every scenario, while possessing a strange item, this is the fast forward, rewind, pause button, they will activate the VHS controller effect, and only one of those can be active or in effect at a time. The game ends when either the time runs out, indicated by the track timer HUD element, or when a player interacts with the strange device with the stop item. So in this game, you have candy. Candy are your points. You're going to want points because the most points wins. Mysterious goo. Mysterious goo causes people to slow down while you get to run away free. The rat hole is a one-way teleportation. Right now I have 2 arrows. I need to adjust that because I did not actually plan on having it to be a one-way until just now, or a few moments ago. And then we also have the other items, which were fast forward, rewind, pause, and stop. So when acquired, the player must bring the item to the strange device for all of these. They knock on someone's door, they get the item, and they see, oh my gosh, I got a really good item. Now they got to bring it back and activate it at the strange device. When activated, we'll do the fast forward. When activated, this will increase the game speed by some factor, and also for an amount of time. Rewind, when acquired, this is the crazy one that I hope I can do. Like I really hope I can do this one. Rewind, when acquired, the player must bring the item to the strange device in order to activate. When activated, this will bring the game back to a time, to a previous game state. So maybe we go back 10 seconds in the game. And so I'm curious how I'm going to go about going to a previous game state. Do I need to maybe every second, do I need to save that game state? Which shouldn't be too expensive, especially for a local couch multiplayer like this, and being able to save the game state and bring it back to there. So we'll see how that goes, especially like keeping a list of all the things that the players have done. We'll have to figure that out. Pause. When acquired, the player must bring back to the strange device. When activated, this will pause the game for a certain amount of time for all other players. And then the last one, stop. When acquired, I'll have to do that. So I want to make sure these are all pause, rewind, fast forward. I think it's important to capitalize those for some reason. But stop. That actually just ends the game. That can end the game prematurely. So if the person who's currently in the lead gets this, they can run, or if they're not in the lead, they can get a bunch of candy and then stop the game. Then there's a bunch of other things I haven't fleshed out. There is the HUD, which I'm excited about. The HUD is, the in-game HUD elements will be traditional split screen, but always cut horizontally. In the middle will be a remote controller to display what strange device effect is currently in play. Yeah, there we go. The horizontal bar will be depicted as a track timer, as typically seen on most video players. Each player's score and current item will be displayed near the controller, in an effort to centralize the HUD so that players will have all the information at a quick glance. So I wanted to try to centralize the HUD, as you can see here. And then up here, I wanted to, again, this is why I'm trying to change the split screen the way it is. I don't like the left and right for this idea. I particularly like I want to keep this HUD element the same for all of them. So this one in particular, which is the play track button, or the video track button. And I guess to get a better, that's hard to see it. Actually, I still have it open in Paint. It's right here. So I have this track thing, and that'll be the game timer. And that's going from left to right as it would for like a VHS or any kind of video, really. And then the remote controller's in the middle, and you can see the player score as well. And that's what I want to try to communicate with this. Horizontal for 2-player. Then I include some of these. I do need to include one last thing, which is insert the row below, and that's drop. Drop could be, if you're using that, maybe R or Q. Let's do Q. And that could be on the controller. Drop could be bumpers, maybe. That could be very confusing though. Maybe circle. Sorry, not circle. ZQSD? Z. Q. Oh, I see. ZQ. For what? What do you use that for? It's not how you move around on the keyboard, my friend. And right now we're doing this. So I've done a lot of this already. Use G to drop. It might be fine. It's going to be weird for WASD because F is not being used. So if you have to jump over a key, I would much rather make it F. That probably makes sense. I think F might even be better. You don't use ZQSD reflex. Left shift to sprint. Left shift to interact. Left alt to sprint. Left alt? What are you doing? Oops. Oh, do you have is your keyboard sideways? Are you in a different language? Are French keyboards different, my friend? Because if you put the keyboard sideways, D could be forward, S could be back as it was, and then Z is right and Q is left. They are? Oh my gosh. What? French keyboard. You're not that guy. You're just French. ZQSD. Well, why couldn't you just say these things? Also, alt doesn't really make sense to me. I have Azerty, not QWERTY. Yes. What do you mean French? I'm not French. You're French. Well, you live in France. God. I don't know what to say. You are in France. You probably have a French keyboard. Yeah, but not from EU. But hey, how was your oral exam? Hope it was okay. How do you drop it on the controller? Probably like right button, right face button. We'll do right face button, like B or circle, or A, because Nintendo decided to switch the A and the B and the X and the Y to be unique and different and cause problems. Fuck. Now we just call it this. All controllers are kind of similar in that regard, so that's good. At least all my controllers work. My Wii U controller worked, or Wii, here I go again. I think it was fine. Did a few mistakes because I was stressed out and didn't notice. At the end of the oral, I was immediately picked out on my errors. That's fine. Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It sounds like it went well, though. I had no idea French had different keyboards. That's what you have? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna see. I forgot that gaming keyboards can... I've never thought of that. Oh, it's literally just your. Yeah, well that has a Azerty though. Azerty. No idea. Don't get it. I do want to change my split screen, but I don't think that's something I want to focus on today. Let me play the music. I'm thinking all I really need to do is kind of mess with this. V is bottom to top, but we fill from top down. I think if I switch these, I'll get what I want. Which is very wishful thinking, but I'm gonna do it and see what happens. Look, oh my gosh. Oh, this feels awful. Column, row. Oh my gosh, this just doesn't feel like it's gonna work, and I'm ready for it to just fail miserably. Height, what was dot? Height and width, W-I-D-T-H. Oh, this is not gonna work. Why am I thinking this is gonna work? This is X, Y, and then row, column. Column. Oh, is this gonna work? No freaking way. I just want to see what happens at this point. This was an awful idea. Making changes to immutable packages isn't recommended because the changes can be lost without warning due to package manager operations. That's fine. Did I spell something wrong? Did I? Height. Oh, I. You have to have, like, as a function key? Oh, what? Oh, okay. Do you use control and shift? I guess control is crouch and shift is sprint. Well, no, you don't use shift to sprint. I don't get it. I want to see how this does for split screen. We're going to see how awful this is going to look. It didn't do what I wanted, but it still is doing... Oh my gosh, it actually kind of does what I want. Oh, what? It's very close to what I want. I think... I wish I understood what I'm looking at. Assign split screen area, because I want it to split screen differently. Oh man. I could probably think of it if I just like sat down and tried to understand it, but for right now, I've been streaming for 9 hours. I'm a little tired. So dinner is almost the thing. What I might do is play one game of Smite, and that's it. How many players do you split and scream? Let's test it out. It should just be 4 though, so we'll see. I can't believe that code change did something. Smite? Yeah, I absolutely would love to play Smite right now. Spooky. Oh, look at them. They're all friends. Here, wait. Get in there. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Take a picture of somebody. Look at them. Oh my god. Yeah, now smile. I kind of got I think I need to give them some face. You know, I think they need a face. They look a little weird. Let's just give them something to work with. UI image. Let's make the image black. And let's put, oh my god, we made a canvas. I don't know if I like that. Let's not make a canvas. Let's just make a... I'm not going to make canvas for every player. Image. There. Oh, no, that was wrong too. Let's make a quad. How about a quad? Or a plane. Circle? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I forgot you could just do sprite. Is it because it's adding to the... I haven't even sat down and tried to even think about it. I'm... Okay, maybe I should. Like, maybe that'll be fun. What if we do that? Wait, but first, I need to give this person a face. This is the top priority right now. Can it be like a creepy face or a weird face? We're gonna do this. I think I need to pull towards me a little bit. Just 1 sec. Oh my gosh. Negative 0.01. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Home. Okay, just give me one sec. Oh, you nerds. Nerdsy, nerdsies, nerdsies. Let me get a mouth for this friend. Ooh. Can you be like a little happier? Fuck. How do I make you happy? How do I make you happy, friend? Oh, this is what's the of wisdom. Oh, he's happy. How could you deny this boy his treat? Oh, look how happy he is. He's so happy. I love him. I love him so much. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, it looks awful. It looks so bad. So low res. I don't know why. Why the resolution just kind of decided to poop on me. There you go. Save that, and go back, and we'll just see what they look like. And I just want to get them hanging out with each other. That's all. This is how I have fun. This is how I have fun. Where's your friend? Oh, there he is. Oh, what about the other guys? Oh, they're right over there. Hey, welcome. Good. This is great. As it was meant to be. Gizmos! Gizmos, get the out of here. Get Gizmos. How do you turn off Gizmos? Oh my gosh, I don't actually remember how to turn off Gizmos. Oh my god, they're there. There you go. Oh, they're so happy. Okay. Fine. Let's take a look at it. Assign split screen area based on the M split screen rect. So we have a column. We mod split screen index. So this is going per player. I assume this is a for loop. What is our split screen index here? Yeah. So for each player, we get a index, the player index. So it's 1. Top left is 1. Bottom right is 4. And we mod by the num divisions of x. Num divisions is set to be... I think I might be getting lost in the sauce. Num divisions at least is set, because at least we know how many players there are. Min split screen count. Okay. 4... So it's like 4 times num divisions y. Or is that not right? I think so. Like this. I got lost again. No, I don't want to have camera offline. No. No. I already know how I want to do that. What did I change again here? It was this. It was these two. Yeah. I almost have it the way that I want it. Although, it might be a little weird to have the top right being the odd one out if we're incrementing. Because as of right now, I think player 1. I want to see where player 1 is. This is player 1. Player 2 is on the left. That seems weird. It should not be like that. But that's obviously how I just wrote the code. And player 3 is in the top right, when that should be player 2. And player 1 is oddly in the bottom right, which I just does not make sense to me. So I still like the way it was counting. I don't think I'm gonna get the skip that I want. So if I go back in, I'm gonna save this and we're gonna compile it, see what happens again. Because I just want to go back to what it was before. That was worse than what I would like. There, 1. So player 2 is on the right, which is better. I would much rather have player 2 on the right now. Player 1 should be on the top left, and they are. This is player 1. Player 2 should be on the top right, and they are. Good. And then player 3 should be on the bottom left. I'm okay with... Is this beeping sound for me? Let's see. Maybe. Maybe it was the music. The music has some beeps and boops in it. That. The music, Chris Christodoulou put some beeps in his song. See? There were some beeps and boops. I don't like that the fourth, I don't like that the fourth doesn't, just like does the default, it has no texture to work with. Is kind of how Unity handles that. So whatever was rendered there last, it just kind of sticks with. And I would like to get rid of that, obviously, at some point. If it has to be on the bottom right, I'm fine with that. I still want it to be top down. I think it happens here, though. But it probably doesn't also. It might actually happen... What if... Oh shit, wait, what if we do this? Why? Oh, let's just switch it to Y. And I might need to switch these two, I think. But we'll see what happens when I do this first. This is all so much speculation, and nothing is backing my decision to do this. Like, in no way am I like, oh, scientifically speaking. I just completely messed it up. They're now both sharing the... No, that kind of... Sounds accurate. Yeah, let's actually try... Let's try switching this to a division and this to a modulus. Like, there's something here, and I just feel like I need to switch X and Y somewhere. And then I need to do some commonality with that to make sure that it replicates fine. I'll just garbled mess when I say it like that, because those are not the right terms for what I'm talking about. Good. Please. So now they've just swapped. So this is player 1 on the left. What happens if I... Can you stop fighting? Thank you. What happens if I add another person? Where are you? Oh, you're in the top right? Why are you in the top right, player 3? You should be in the bottom left. Player 1 is top left. Oh, okay. I mirrored it. I don't like it. Which now, since I mirrored it, no, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. Oh, I hate this. There's if I took the time to understand it, I would understand it. But instead, I'm trying to take the easy way out. Ugh. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe column should be set to this. Because column is being used and row are being used elsewhere. Yeah, this is actually, yeah, this is Unity's player input manager. Yeah, I actually just picked it up today and I was like, wow, this is neato. And I started using it today. Hey, it's actually really neat. It's not hard to understand. I'm just making it difficult. I'm gonna read it in a second. I'm just big dumb. I'm just being big dumb. I'm just being big dumb. Alright, I'm gonna do the whole modulus thing again. Bum, 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 bum. And then I'm going to undo this change because it probably isn't going to work. Save this again and go back and see it fail. Is kind of how I feel like this is going to go. But I'm glad to have tried it because at least, yeah. Now I want to figure. Well, no, I want to do it all. I want to do everything. This. I think it's trying to do it. I can actually see what the values are too. That's pretty neat. Why are you saying player 1 clone? Just say player 2. Camera. It's setting the Y. Wait, which? Okay, hold up. It's set the Y to -1. That's obviously not right. You're not gonna get much out of that. I think if I got the expected value or the results that I would like, switch those again. Good. This I think is what the original was. So if I go back, I want to make sure I'm at least back to square one before I started futzing around with stuff. Alright, this is... Oh, okay. Completing domain. This. I had a pretty sick play today. On Smote. I did some pretty cool things. But that's not the kind of streamer I am, so... Damn. People don't come to me for hype plays. They come to me to see me fail. And do it laughably. But damn, I had some cool things go on. Oh. Look, I did it. Made a perfect square. Or rectangle. God damn it. Okay, we're good. Alright. Let's just go through this one at a time. Split screen index. Makes it even better. Yeah, exactly. And seeing them merge like that is weird. I still have to make the HUD. But I eventually will get a HUD. It was a really good play. I had a really good play. I was like, Pog. Assign split screen area based on the mSplit rect. Split screen index.